coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Houston Texans.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run with a second-round pick from Akers draft. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10.
Oh, man. Tony.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
Two J. Hey, south.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. You talk about this Miami defense. And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Throw left side to Higgins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Wait.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
No gain on the play. Makes it third and 2.
Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. That's good for a first down. His second catch of the opening drive. The Texans at 9-5 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
That's another Texans first down.
Throwing now is Stroud. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Dolphins nothing. York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. A man who was both a prep and collegiate star here in the Lone Star State, Devon Achane. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Tua sets up to pass it. Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 3rd and 14. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded at the 20. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
That's another Texans.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
First down, and goal to go.
They're going to look to throw. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. And the drive starts with a run from H.M. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
Douglas, the man in motion. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. That is caught. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
1st and 10.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. Little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. Here's Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Loss loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped out shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And now Tua are going to try and sneak it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
And the Dolphin first down.
That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. A run straight ahead with Achane. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Will Anderson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked this about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
Now Achane on first and 10. Powers ahead at the 45. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
And the Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Up the middle, Achane. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Tua going to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
All right, go ahead, go. Ready.
Achane gets it from the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a second and 10.
Brings up second and 10.
Looking to pass. Tua. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Evans. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First and goal at the 3-yard
Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
And you think about starting this drive, you've just given up a long touchdown, and you're down 14-0 early. If you don't score here, there's a chance you might have to pack this one in before halftime. So that's a great response to go down the field and finish it with the touchdown run.
So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile, we do have an injured player. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll keep it on the ground. Green. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
He's taken down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here we go.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
What's that? 18. What's that?
They're going for it. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
11. All right. 118. What's that?
Stroud looking to throw. It's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And Stroud now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Cole Kmet with career touchdown number 60. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Out of the gun, here's a give to H.M. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it with H.M. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Here we go. 118. What's that?
Stroud sets up the play action. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Texans take a 3-touchdown lead. York now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Texans 28, Dolphins 7. Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
A 7-yard pickup.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tua over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here's 2nd and 10.
11. Here we go. Let's
Play action. Stroud now. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
18. Buggy. 19 Texans.
Now Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Texans first down. 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here we go. 18.
Stroud.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Cole Kmet with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans are able to add on to their first half lead. York on now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Dolphins 7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's got it to Collins, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And that is incomplete. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
This goes out wide from Mixon. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Stroud off the play fake. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Cole Kmet as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Dolphins 7. Cade York to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Cade York to kick off.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
That one out wide and intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
11. Out, what's that? Hi. 118, what's that?
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. That is incomplete.
But these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Stroud working out of the gun. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Cade York on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the Dolphins, 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down with Wright. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Will Anderson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Tua. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it. No, he didn't. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Dolphins are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Here's Stroud. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Here goes Stroud again. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Stroud will look to throw once more. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner, but at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 78 yards. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Stroud looking to change the play.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
They're going for it. Here's Stroud. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Go ahead. What a team! Out!
After the turnover, it's Tua.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Buda Baker, the safety, he gets in from the secondary for the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Tua going to give this to Wright.
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Go ahead. What a team!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
44.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins get a bit closer.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now down to 20.
Dolphins 28. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Stroud looking to throw.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Another swap.
Now Stroud.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
18. What's up?
Stroud and company going for it. They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Up the middle they go. It's Green. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, Green. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
33-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
They'll keep it on the ground. Green. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Here we go, let's go. On 18. What's that?
Stroud. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that lap. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Dolphins have got it. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the 2nd half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the 2nd half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Come on. Hey. Hawk 70.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Texans are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Here we go.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 13-yard line.
11.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Texans first down.
And Stroud now to throw. There's a shoot.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think we call that season's greatest. Right there. He came up. Pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Ready up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack.
3rd and
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
60 Eagles.
From the gun on 3rd down, Foster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
first down. It's a gain of 25 yards.
Nice.
A give up the middle to right.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game,
every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
And now an audible here into something else.
Now Foster from the gun on 3rd down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll work the middle here with Wright.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
At the 16-yard line.
79, tracking 60.
Back to throw. Foster. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Come on.
They'll go with a keeper. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Panther 60. Here we go. Cougar, Viking 18. Let's go.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
On the jump.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
19 Tiger. 60 Bobcat. 60 Panther 11.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown Dolphins. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick
Following
off.
the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
11. On the quick, right? Swap.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
18. What's that?
Here's Stroud.
He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud.
That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Here we go.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Green. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green. And a short gain here down to the 22.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a give, right side. Green. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's 1st and goal.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
18. What's that?
Now Stroud.
And caught right side, Green. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
had one final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spent a lot